Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards. Standing alongside Jared Young, it's Sports Shooting Stars. We're emanating tonight from York Suburban High School. Jared, welcome aboard. You're going to be part of the broadcast tonight.
Glad to be here.
Big shoes to fill, filling in for Dude Jones, but I know you're capable. A big matchup tonight between York Suburban, who comes in tonight with a 7-2 record, taking on the Eastern York Gold Knights at 1-6. York Suburban coming off a loss last night to Garden Spot. You were there. Do you care to tell the viewers a little bit about that matchup last night?
Absolutely.
With York Suburban and Garden Spot.
With York Suburban, it comes down to their big three. Aiden Hughley, of course, the Shepherd University commit, Alon Gorham, and Camden Brewer. And last night, Garden Spot came up with a game plan for them that seemed to neutralize them pretty well, running a triangle and 2 defense, throwing different defensive looks at them, and controlling the time of possession. So I'll be curious to see here, Eastern York side is coached by Coach Seitz, tremendous coach. He's going to come up with some kind of game plan. They already played once before. So, that's a problem that Suburban's going to encounter. And it worked for Garden Spot last night. We'll see what Eastern does in order to scheme.
And we'll see with this Eastern York club. Again, I mentioned they're coming into here with a record of 1-6. Any players to keep an eye on, Jared, tonight from Eastern York?
Absolutely. We got Tristan Sawmiller. We got Austin Ballman, the sensational sophomore. We also got Micah Myers. He leads the team in scoring. And so that's their big three. Myers, Austin, I know him as AJ, and then Tristan, who they call Spud.
Okay, so you're familiar. They have some snazzy warm-up pants, by the way, here at York Suburban. Tip-off is going to be around 7:30 between these two teams. We're under 9 minutes tonight. I know a lot of other action taking place tonight. Any other games of note, Jared, that you're thinking about tonight? Of course, this one highlighted by Sports Shooting Stars.
You know what? Tonight I can't point out a game in particular. Every single game is close. I mean, you think about it, Dallastown, led by Michael Dixon, just took Central to the wire yesterday.
They did.
The parity amongst the teams in all 3 divisions is at an all-time high. I think with the coronavirus and everything, going there and the kind of long layoff that everybody had to go through, you're going to see a tough battle night in and night out from top to bottom in all 3 divisions.
And of course, there's no county championships this year. The seeding is very important with the wins and losses for district seeding. And these teams here, certainly York Suburban could be in the mix.
Definitely.
With a big win tonight.
Definitely.
Last year they had a big push. If you remember, they made with the Class 5A playoffs over Pine Richland.
Yeah. And again, they have the core nucleus coming back. They got a lot of talent. They have a young fellow, Avant Sweeney, who is going to be available for them coming soon. So they lost Avant Sutton, but they seem to be responding really well with a winning record. I think York Suburban has a lot of talent. And again, this is a Division II YAAA school. This is not Division I even. No, that just goes to show you that, the county right now has a lot of talent from top to bottom. And, Suburban, the sky's the limit for them, honestly.
No doubt.
The same with Eastern. You're going to see that they have a lot of talent, and it's going to be a good game tonight. So I'm excited.
Tune in, get your bottled water and popcorn and tune in to Sports Shooting Stars tonight. A big matchup, a Division II matchup, which we don't see a lot of that. We've been focused on the Division I YAIAA, but tonight it's Division II action tonight. Looking forward to it. Amongst a sports gathering here tonight, Jared, only parents of the home team are allowed in. And it'll be interesting to see the new dynamics with the crowd here and not having away fans here.
For sure. One thing I can say is that, even from when I was a young kid in Eastern, I remember when Eastern won counties and was in the county finals for consecutive years. This has always been a game that, had it been in normal capacity, Suburban student section over there under the basket would be rocking. But still, the energy is still palpable in here tonight. And,
they got the music pumping. We have the viewers at home.
Good vibes. We got Cade Visuals in the building. Shout out to Cade Visuals. Shout out to our sponsors.
Cade Visual. And as a matter of fact, let's do that. You mentioned our sponsors tonight. Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and Prestige Motor Cars of York are our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Looking very much forward to tonight's broadcast here. A Division II matchup again between the York Suburban Trojans and the Eastern York Golden Knights. And York Suburban's very accommodating. Their athletic director, Matt Marshall, is here in attendance. Had a chance to talk to him pre-game. Also, Torrey Harvey, if you remember Torrey Harvey, a longtime AD at Dallastown and had some involvement with Red Lion, is helping out here with the York Suburban Athletic Department. Had a chance to speak to him prior to the game. And also head coach from Shepherd University is here
indeed.
To see one of his prize recruits.
To see Aiden Hughley, double machine, 1,000-point scorer as of 2 points a game, 2 games ago, sorry. And, you know, the coach might see some more talent here tonight as well. It's a couple of future college basketball players in the building.
And that's the interesting part about it. You see the head coach from Shepherd University here. Who may be some of the other players that he could pop out tonight?
You know, as I mentioned before, Brewer and Gorham for Suburban. You know, Brewer is also a football star, athletic
quarterback,
kid, hardworking kid. He's going to get to it. He impacts the game in many ways than just his scoring. He does the things in the stat sheet that don't show up. Guarding the other team's point guard full court, diving on the floor for loose balls, giving that attitude and spunk. And then you're going to see Gorham. He used to be someone that people consider as a glue guy, right? Someone that would take the other team's best player, that would rebound, that would assist. But, you know, he's taken that scoring leap this year. He has confidence to shoot it from the outside, and he has the eye of the tiger, as I like to say.
There you go.
I think you need to take a look at Gorham.
Alon Gorham tonight, and is he getting any looks? I mean, I know you have your ears to the ground in terms of colleges.
The last time I checked, you know, Arcadia, Elizabethtown, DeSales University, Marymount in Virginia. So, you know, right now Division III schools, and hoping to make that jump to Division II and low Division I as well. So,
and I want to remind our viewers, York Suburban's led by their first-year coach Mitch Kemp, who was played on the 2009 district team here, and a 1,000-point scorer as well. So we'll see if that knowledge can translate. And so far, so good for York Suburban with a 7-2 mark, clearly trying to vie for districts here. This year, no county championships, which are unfortunate due to COVID. It's always a good time to go to Wolf Gym on the campus of York College.
You know, just to build off of that point, Todd, you know, that makes every single game more important. So as I was saying about my difficulty in finding a game of the week besides this one, is that, you know, every single game matters. You drop a game and you're looking at a vastly different picture. For example, my cousin is a standout wide receiver at Bishop McDevitt in Harrisburg. And they completely missed the districts and they went undefeated. They didn't lose a game. But, you know, that's the nature of the beast in the COVID era. So every time you step in between these lines and these days, you got to make it count. And the kids are showing that with their effort for sure.
No doubt.
Especially Eastern York. You know, their wins and losses aren't really reflective of the effort and the talent that they have. They've lost a lot of close games. So, you know, tonight we'll see if they can, a lot of times the case is that they just need 1 or 2 more winning plays. So that's what it's going to come down to today. You know, who's going to make more winning plays and, you know, make the difference in a close game, what I feel like.
And that's going to be needed for Eastern if they want to secure their second win of the season here, Jared. We're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth tonight. We're about under 3 minutes to go before tip-off. It's Jared Young, Todd Edwards. Dude Jones is here working behind the scenes along with our camera operator, Belinda Morales. And from an undisclosed location, Cliff Kern, our producer, we say hello to you as well. And we say hi to our fans tuned in tonight. And we're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth, Jared, for this exciting YIAA Division II matchup between Eastern York and York Suburban.
Let's get into it.
Yep, let's do it. Fans, want to remind all our fans that are tuned in tonight to our sponsors, Basil Insurance. Are you looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs. They're located on 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You can contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers. Are you looking to sell, buy, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road. They're Central Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. And also, Prestige Motor Cars of York. They're located at 1899 Susquehanna Trail in York, Pennsylvania. Best cars for $10,000 or less. Call 717-781-6750 and ask for Jesse Furby. And the York Suburban faithful here giving us a little bit of a shout out here, Jared. And we want to remind our fans that are tuned in to like our Instagram, Facebook page.
Indeed. And while you're at it, like smg.foundation on Instagram. Quick little business plug of my own there.
Now tell the viewers a little bit before we get started with player introduction. SM Group, maybe this is the first time they heard it, Jared.
Yeah, SMG Foundation, we teach kids basketball skills and financial literacy. Hold on 1 second, I'll get right back to that.
Basketball game between the Golden Knights of Eastern York and your York Suburban Trojans. You're paid a complimentary admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the student athletes in the educational setting. Please give these students your positive support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating officials or opponents is unsportsmanlike and unacceptable. Persons demonstrating unsportsmanlike conduct will be removed from the gym. And now let's for junior Easton Smith. Number 10, a sophomore, Jack Weaver. Number 14, a senior, Tristan Sawmiller. Number 24, a sophomore, Austin Bosman. And number 32, a junior, Micah Myers. The Knights are coached by Justin Seitz and Nino Parandrikis. And now for your York Suburban Trojans. Number 1, a junior, Ryan Butler. Number 12, a junior, Camden Brewer. Number 23, a junior, Harry Kelly. Number 24, a senior, Aiden Hughley. And number 30, a senior, Alon Gorham. Trojan coached by Rich Kemp, assisted by Kevin Wood, Ryan Kiner, Dan McHugh, and Matt Ruth. Referees for tonight's event are Phil Miller, Paul Dormer, and Ryan Grobb. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
There you have it, Jared. A stirring rendition of our national anthem here at York Suburban.
Shed a tear. Yeah, beautiful.
He does it every time here when we have a broadcast from York Suburban Gym. And we welcome you this Friday night to Sports Shooting Stars for a little high school Friday night basketball action here, Jared. We're seconds away from tip-off here. You mentioned earlier in our pregame, Aiden Hughley, number 24 for York Suburban, a Shepherd University commit, a 1,000-point scorer, a player you want to maybe keep an eye on as you looks like he'll be tipping off for York Suburban. Again, York Suburban comes in here with a 7-2 record against the Eastern York Golden Knights, who are 1-6, looking for their second win under head coach Justin Seitz in his 3rd year for Eastern, and we're off and running here. Eastern with the ball.
Suburban in a man-to-man here.
Yep.
Man-to-man look for Suburban.
Eastern working the ball around. And the first points.
Nice finish
tonight.
inside.
By Jack Weaver.
Yep, Jack Weaver for 2. Now, important thing to watch, time of possession for Eastern York is going to be key. They got to control the ball, keep it out of the big 3 for Suburban's hands to win this game.
And a 3-point shot comes up short for York Suburban. That was Alon Gorham. Eastern back with the possession here, moving right to left on your TV screen. Travel called. Eastern York in their blue jerseys with gold. York Suburban in their white jersey. They'll be moving left to right on your TV screen. 2-0 right now. Eastern York up. Cam Brewer bringing the ball up court.
Man-to-man look here from Eastern. So this is a vastly different look from what Garden Spot gave Suburban last night with the triangle and 2 defense.
There's Aiden Hewley, number 24 for York Suburban. Three-point attempt there by Cam Brewer. Eastern York now bringing the ball up court. And a 3 made by number 14, Tristan Sawmiller.
Knockdown shooter, knockdown shooter. Can't let him get hot.
A turnover. It's going to be Eastern York ball here, Jared. And right now, Eastern York seems to have a little momentum and a 5-0 lead with 6:18 to go here in the first quarter.
Indeed. Sawmiller, he can really shoot that thing. Can't let him get going if you're Suburban.
And another 3 made
Knockdown
by Austin Bosman now.
He's got the eye of the tiger in him. He's ready to compete. Eastern York is ready to play tonight.
Jumped out to an 8-0 lead right now. Cam Brewer.
To the line. Now,
Cam's going to go to the charity line here, Jared.
anytime you have 5 of your first 8 points start at the 3-point line, you're playing a dangerous game. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. So it will be interesting to see if Eastern York can keep this up.
Cam for his first of 2 free throw shots. Had 12 points last night against the Garden Spot.
But as I said in the pregame, it was what he was doing outside of the scorers column that really impressed me last night.
And the first points for York Suburban there, courtesy of Cam Brewer. 8-1 right now, Eastern York, with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter.
Another one.
And a rebound made by Cam Brewer. Gets the ball out to Alon Gorham and in for the
Good
bucket.
Run. Rebound and assist by Brewer.
York Suburban down by 5 right now, Jared. 8-3.
The intensity is live in here. There's no crowd, but the coaches are yelling. The benches are active. The players are getting after it.
And the put in there by number 24, Austin Bosman. Gives Austin 5 points right now, Jared.
Yep. Eastern York switched to a zone look. Masterful
and the
coaching
put in by
Seitz.
Cam.
Seitz switching up the defensive looks, keeping them guessing.
York Suburban cuts the lead down to half right now. Eastern York 10.
This is a much
Suburban 5.
faster paced game than I had anticipated. Eastern getting shots up in a hurry, moving the ball around fast. I like it.
And as you mentioned earlier, a lot of noise generated here by the few fans that are in attendance here. But Cam bringing the ball up court.
0-1. Thought that should have been a foul there. Oh, what a block.
And what a blind.
Not in my house, says
Yeah.
Aiden Hugo. I think the Trojans need to get the big fella a little bit more involved in the offensive end.
Eastern York with the possession. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Coming to you live from York Suburban High School. And a three-point shot made. Big time three there by Austin Bosman.
He looks locked in.
8 points for Austin right now. Leads all scorers and gives Eastern York a lead, 13-5 lead. Cam Brewer bringing the ball up court for York Suburban.
Kick.
And try to get the ball to Aiden Hewley, who is quite the presence in the paint there, Jared.
They collapse on him. He's not used to seeing man-to-man defense at all. Last night, he was guarded by the whole team and the fans.
There he is.
Pass. Easy.
And here's Aiden's first
Easy
buckets. Points of the night.
Size-wise, there are few in the county that can measure up to Aiden Hughley. He puts the huge in Hughley.
No doubt about it. And a Division II commit to Shepherd University. As I mentioned in the pregame, his coaches are here watching him tonight. And the put in.
Charge. What a take by Harry Kelly. What a take.
Micah
Those are
Myers.
winning plays. You want to talk about winning plays like I talked about in the introduction. That's a winning play right there, taking charges.
Hey. He took charge, no doubt. It'll be York Suburban's possession here with 3:25 to go. And Micah Myers, Jared's no small guy from the broadcast booth there. Cam bringing the ball up court here for the Trojans.
44, Carter has checked into the game for Eastern. Seem to be in a matchup zone look. Swing to the corner.
There's Cam, drives to the net. And the easy put in by number 23, Harry Kelly, his first points in tonight's contest.
Charge and then the layup on the other end. Starts with defense. Quick timeout by Coach Seitz.
Coach Seitz calling a timeout with 2:53 to go. It's Eastern York 13, York Suburban 9, and Eastern York has them reeling here a little bit, Jared, early in the first quarter.
They do indeed. Like I said before, Coach Seitz is an excellent coach, head of the York Ballers AAU program.
His son graduated last year.
Correct. 1,000-point
Marywood
scorer as well.
Yeah,
Trevor Seitz.
Went to Marywood University.
Shooter. Yep.
Division III school.
I mean, as I mentioned in the pregame, you never sleep on Eastern. When I was in middle school, they were in the counties every year winning when they had Austin Tillotson and Big Red, Andrew Nicholson as they used to call him. So this is a program, and they're going to compete every night. No surprise here. Suburban has to get the big fella more involved.
No doubt, a 1,000-point scorer. We mentioned that, and Shepherd University commit.
After timeout set coming from Seitz, watch. Nice spin. Good defense.
Shot
Great
comes up
defense.
short, a scramble for the ball.
Loose ball.
Be York Suburban's ball. There was a brief consultation there with the referees there, Jared. I'm not quite sure there initially who the ball went out on, but it'll be York Suburban's possession.
Suburban is missing Isaiah Pineda, the Lock Haven football signee, three-point shooter for them as well. Got it down low to
And
the
there's
big
Aiden
fella.
Hewley with made it look easy, Jared.
As
there.
I said, you got to get him involved.
4 points for Aiden Hewley, number 24. And from here, he looks about 6'6". I mean, he's a
6'6",
big,
6'7".
6'6".
Also has a mean touch from the about foul line extended area. Great defensive rotation by Suburban. Great hustle. Great hustle by 24, Austin. He's
It
playing
was Austin Bosman, who has
sensational game thus far.
leads all scorers right now with 8 points. York Suburban down by 2, 13-11. Golden Knights possession. And Cam Brewer, nice rebound by Cam. And it looks like there may be an injured player for York Suburban down.
Harry Kelly.
Harry Kelly maybe favoring his, it looks like his right ankle right now. It'll be an injury timeout with 1:47 to go. It's Eastern York 13, York Suburban 11. And he looks to be wreathing in pain down there just under the net there, Jared.
There's a scramble for the rebound, maybe landed awkwardly.
Harry Kelly, number 23, a junior for York Suburban. Has 2 points in tonight's game. But right now the concern is that ankle of Harry's. Being tended to here by the training staff. He's getting up.
Awesome.
Doesn't look to be putting a whole lot of weight on his right ankle or foot area there, but he's going to hobble off the court here. It's going to be York Suburban's ball when we come off the injury timeout right now. And it looks like Anthony Crawford, number 10 for York Suburban, a senior, will check in for the injured Harry Kelly. So working the ball around. Cam Brewer thinking about that three, but he drives to the net, and the put in by Cam Brewer.
Good take to the rim.
5 points for Cam Brewer tonight.
Heart of a lion.
And
that
that
kid
ties
has a
it
heart
up.
of a lion.
Under a minute and a half to go here in the opening quarter. We're knotted up 13-13. We thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you this Friday night. Jared Young, Todd Edwards. And the three goes in. Big time three.
My man got the Jordan 13s on. He comes in shooting it. I love it. I love it.
That's Logan Dodson there, Jared, with his first points tonight, and gives Eastern York a 3-point lead. Cam all open on the wing out there. Saying he stepped out of bounds. And they give to Aiding right in the paint there. Gets his own rebound. Alon Gorham with the ball. Tries to go for the reverse. Unsuccessfully there, Jared. It'll be Eastern's ball.
Tough take, tough take.
Number 12, Carson Lebgott bringing the ball up court for Eastern. Senior guard for Eastern.
Oh, on the floor. I love it.
And a scramble for the ball. Alon Gorham gets the ball out. And there's number 12, Carson Lebgott, to steal the ball. Just under 15 seconds to go here in the opening quarter, Jared. Looks like Eastern's content to hold it for the final possession here of the opening
7
quarter.
seconds left. Oh, good swing. Nice ball fake.
And puts it in.
Fundamental basketball. Eastern, well coached. Up by 5 at the first stanza.
That was Carson Lebgott for his first points tonight, and gives Eastern York a 5-point lead, 18-13 right now over the Trojans.
What I am especially impressed with right now is the depth that Eastern is showing. They're subbing in and out, and guys are coming in ready to play, knowing the plays, fulfilling their roles. Signs of a well-coached team.
I feel a lot of energy from that Eastern York.
Absolutely.
Just being here in a broadcast booth, Eastern York, led by Coach Seitz. And a nice opening start for the Eastern Golden Knights tonight. 18-13 over York Suburban. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and Prestige Motor Cars of York. Bring you tonight's broadcast from York Suburban High School. Dew Jones is here working behind the scenes tonight, Jared, as you get behind the mic tonight.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Cade Visuals, but Cade Burnett is here as well, putting together, I'm sure, another great video montage.
Absolutely.
And you've seen some of his work, right?
Excellent work. Excellent work.
And we'll, as the game progresses, we want to talk a little bit more about SMG Group that you're tied in with.
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, you know, Alon Gorham is quite helpful. Aiden Hewley as well has helped at some of our camps. So shout out to those guys.
Anthony Crawford looks like he'll throw the ball in here, presumably to Cam Brewer, and we're off and running here in the second quarter. As we bring the game to you this Friday night at Sports Shooting Stars. There's Aiden
that
Hewley.
mid-range touch from Hewley.
Oh, and he swatted it down.
What a block.
Aiden Hewley with a big swat as I swatted down my clipboard here as well. I got a little excited here in the broadcast booth, but it's going to send Eastern York to the free throw line. Austin Bosman.
Just long.
Austin has 8 points tonight for Eastern York.
Checking in, number 32.
That's Micah Myers.
Leading scorer. He's been a little bit quiet tonight.
6'3" junior for Eastern York.
0 for 2 from the line, rebound. And the push. Back to the man-to-man. So here goes Coach Seitz again, switching defenses.
And Cam drives the
Brewer's
bucket.
really getting downhill tonight, but he can shoot the thing as well. He can shoot it as well. So
yeah, Grady, he's going to be sent to the charity line here for the 2 shots with 7:23 to go. York Suburban down by 5. And 6 points right now for Cam Brewer, leads all York Suburban scorers. Checking in for York Suburban, Joey Engler, senior, number 34 for York Suburban.
hard crash by Hewley.
18-14, Eastern York over York Suburban in this big Division II matchup in YIAA this Friday.
I mean, Eastern gets into their sets like a well-oiled machine.
That shot comes up short, rebounded by Aiden Hewley. Kicks it out to Alon Gorham, bringing the ball up court. And Alon Gorham with a bucket. It's 4 points for Alon, Jared. And cuts into that lead right now. A 2-point lead for Eastern York, 18-16 in the second
quick
quarter.
turnover. Quick turnover.
Quick turnover,
and they sub Austin right back in. Right now, he seems to be the key piece to the puzzle for Eastern. So quick breath of air for him, but it looks like he's going to play a lot of minutes tonight.
and a turnover there. Eastern York with the ball. And the
Sawmiller
easy
with the
put
layup.
in by Tristan Sawmiller. It's 5 points for Tristan tonight and extends Eastern York's lead to 4, 20-16. With 6:20 to go here in the second quarter from York Suburban High School. It's Jared Young, it's Todd Edwards. Sports Shooting
Triple
Stars.
team. Knocked down from Brewer, bow. Oh, long.
Cam likes to put that three-point up.
He can shoot
Shot
that
up.
thing. He can shoot it. Sawmiller can shoot it as well.
And there's
What a
Aiden Hewley
board.
with a rebound. Using his size.
Oh, Coach Kemp is fired up
Coach
with
Brian
that call.
Kemp not happy with that call. How about it, Jared?
Definitely fired up about that call, and it seemed like he was still moving. I don't know. I don't wear bifocals, so I think my vision was correct on that one.
We're back to action here. Eastern York's possession, a 4-point lead and a 3-point shot made. Big time three by Austin Bosman. We're calling his name a lot here.
Yes, we are.
Jared.
Young fella came out with something to prove. I like it. Oh, double team. Another switch of defenses by Seitz. Hard to keep track. Short. Got to get back.
Eastern York bringing the ball up court. Eastern York's possession right now with 5:17 to go.
You know, I really like Eastern's approach to this game tonight. They're not really doing anything too fancy with frills. They're getting to their spots. They're running their sets. They're getting their balls to their players, and they're executing right now.
Turnover by Eastern York. York Suburban possession.
Oh, stepping out and shooting three, the big fella. Oh, in and out.
In and out of the bucket by Aiden Hewley for a three.
Oh,
and a big knocked into each other there. How about a number 4, Easton Smith, I think may have been on the receiving end. A little more of that shot.
Tough foul to pick up if you're the big fella. We may come to a point in the game where we'll go back to that play and say, maybe you shouldn't have picked up that foul. Hopefully not, for Suburban's sake. 5-point game.
And a 3-point shot by Eastern York.
Oh, another big rebound. Brewer in transition. What a take.
Brewer, nice shot by Cam Brewer. Eight points for Cam Brewer.
What a take by Brewer. He's getting to the rim today. Looks like he woke up and said, I'm going to slash. Another big rebound. Nope, he's going to the rim. Good kick. Good job.
Oh, and a hard. Boy, you heard that from
Hard,
this broadcast booth
hard,
right
hard
now.
collision.
I mean, Alon Gorham holding his hand for York Suburban. And number 10, Jack Weaver. Going to shake it off right now, but Alon Gorham
Both teams.
may be hurting a little more on that play, and he may have to step off here holding his left wrist and may need to be attended to by the training staff here at York Suburban with 4:05 to go. Eastern York 23, York Suburban 18. Ryan Butler's going to check in for York Suburban.
Suburban already had an injury to starter Harry Kelly.
Yeah,
That's the tough part of sports.
It's almost looking like the MASH unit over right there with two guys.
With two guys.
On the bench over there.
Quick strap in the
And they got him pinned in on the corner, gets the ball out to Ryan Butler.
What a rebound by Brewer. As I said, Brewer is getting to the basket at will tonight. Woke up and decided to be a slasher.
It's going to send Cam Brewer to the free throw line here. He has 8 points, leads all York Suburban scores. Cam makes his first shot from the charity line here. Eastern York 23, York Suburban 19.
Oh, lane violation. Can't have those.
Yeah. Looks like that was made on Anthony Crawford. How about it? Stepped over the line. Eastern York with the ball with 3:30 to go here in the second quarter from York Suburban High School.
Great help defense by Aiden Hewley.
And a three.
Another
big
knockdown.
time three. Knocked it down.
Another
Austin
one.
Bosman.
This young fella is playing a great game tonight.
14 points, by the way, leads all scorers and extended
14
this
out
lead.
of the 26 that his team has. Definitely feel like you're
no
on
doubt
the
about
court
it.
here.
I mean,
if
not
I
a
close
bad
my eyes, it could be a playoff environment. I kid you not.
and as they say, not a bad seat in the building here, really, with this intimate gym, and we're really right on top of the court here. Aiden Hewley
Big
with a
inside
put in
and
and the and one.
There is not much they can do with him in there, as I have said repeatedly. Not much they can do with him in there.
6 points right now for Aiden Hewley. Again, we mentioned earlier, a 1,000-point score. Looks like Alon Gorham's got to check back into this game. His left wrist is taped up. Anthony Crawford still in the game, and checking out was Joe Angler for York Suburban. And a rebound by Eastern York.
Alon Gorham came right back in, turned up the defensive pressure on number 24.
Austin Bosman, who we've called his name a few times.
Leads all scores with 14.
14 points.
He must have known there were head coaches in attendance tonight.
No doubt about it.
And look at Coach Seitz, almost at half court, coaching him up. Ooh, quick move. Out to the leading scorer, Myers, who hasn't.
A rebound there by Alon Gorham, gives the ball to Cam Brewer. Yeah, you mentioned head coach Justin Namalik from Shepherd University in attendance with one of his assistant coaches here, watching their prize recruit, Aiden Hewley, who's given the ball.
Triple team.
Yeah, triple team. At times, if it's not double, it's triple team, and there's Alon Gorham to the net.
Smooth take to the rim by Gorham. Now, every time, and you know, Aiden has had a couple of buckets from down low there. So now Eastern's going to send the house. That's going to open up a lot for Suburban. The question is, are they going to be able to hit the outside shots that come with that? They haven't done so thus far.
It's 5 points right now for Alon, who looks as if he's favoring his left wrist there, Jared.
Young man showing a lot of heart, knows his team needs him to win.
Cuts into that lead by Eastern York right now, 26-22. One more shot here from the charity line.
Two for $1.
Go. 2 for 2 from the line. A 3-point lead by Eastern York. With just over a minute and a half to go
Soft
here.
rims here at Suburban. Quick set from Coach Seitz. Let's see who ends up with the ball.
Eastern York working it around right now. Jared.
So now Eastern's going to the time of possession game.
As our fans know, there's no shot clock at the high school level here.
Oh, moving screen.
Moving
Coach
screen.
Seitz can't believe it.
With 1:03 to go. Eastern clinging to a 3-point lead, 26-23. Anthony Crawford looks as if he's going to throw the ball in once we get started.
3-point game.
Alon Gorham bringing the ball up court. And attempted to give it to the big man there. Kind of overthrew him there, Jared, and it'll be York or Eastern York's ball here.
Quick turnover. Let's see if Eastern goes back to the time of possession game. Here comes Brewer picking up full court. Suburban ratcheting up the pressure a little bit.
Yeah, a bit of a press here going on with under a minute to go here in the second quarter.
Let's see if they can avoid fouling. They do. Here it comes, time of possession game, going to the motion offense. Potentially may hold for one shot. Seems as though they're holding for one shot.
Yeah, they're Eastern York content to do that. A lot of noise inside this gym tonight.
Look at Harry Kelly
Jared.
talking to his teammates while injured.
Wow, his ankle is iced.
Beauty of basketball right there. Crowd getting into it. Backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation with 5.3 seconds to go.
I can barely hear it.
Yeah, I can. Pandemonium has broken loose here, Jared.
Baby.
With 5.3 seconds to go. And York Suburban now with a possible final shot here before we enter halftime. Ryan Butler looks like he'll throw the ball in right in front of us to Cam Brewer, and we're off and running here. Seconds to go here. Cam Brewer. No shot, did not get it off in time, and we have arrived at halftime with your score. Eastern York 26, York Suburban 23, and what a first half, Jared. How about it?
First half, as I said in the pregame, you know, the parity amongst the ranks of IAA basketball this year is at an all-time high, I'd say. You know, we got a team that's struggling to get on the win column in Eastern, taking the top team in their division to the brink.
To the brink, and they're here. It's a big battle here, Division II battle. And as we're watching here, Harry Kelly being helped off by some of his teammates. Doesn't look good for him with his right ankle. He had it iced up there on the bench, but being helped back to the locker room here with halftime. Our fans that are watching, or maybe you're at a game tonight, maybe through the live chat, if you want to give us some scoring updates from games being played around the league, we'll give you a little bit of a shout out here this Friday night as we have entered halftime. We mentioned not a full house here, but at times it felt like a full house. How about it? The crowd noise here had to be one of the more louder crowds that we've experienced so far this season.
Even through the mass.
Yeah.
The noise was present.
No doubt about that, and it would be a good time right now to give a shout out to our sponsor. 3 sponsors tonight. Basil Insurance. Are you looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs. They're located on 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You can contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, are you in the market for a home? Looking to sell, buy, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers, Southern Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road, or, hey, if you prefer to call them, check their phone number out at 717-714-3307. And also, hey, it's a new year. Jared, maybe you're in the market for a car. Check out Prestige Motor Cars of York. They're located at 1899 Susquehanna Trail right here in York, Pennsylvania. The best cars for $10,000 or less. You can contact Jesse Ferber at 717-781-6750.
If you want Prestige, go to Prestige.
There you go. And cars, $10,000 or less. So there you go. And we've arrived at halftime here tonight. And we're going to get maybe break for a little time, some commercials here and collect our breath. And we'll be back here momentarily. More sports shooting stars with your broadcast team, Jared Young and Todd Edwards, this Friday from York Suburban High School.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving property values, and bettering the community one home at a time.
For a fair cash offer on your home, call Integrity First Home Buyers today.
We're back, fans. It's Todd Edwards. We're coming off the heels of halftime here, again with your score. Eastern York 26, York Suburban 23. Jared Young's in the broadcast booth tonight. It's Todd Edwards. Dew Jones is here, off camera, off mic, but he may from time to time this second half check in. And I know we're getting some feedback through our YouTube page, and we will attempt to interact. Yeah, Austin Bosman leads all scores with 14 points tonight.
He's balling.
Big effort. He is balling, as they say tonight, no doubt.
Hard-working young king. Love to see his hard work pay off. Eastern's most definitely going to need him to keep it going. I love to see what the first-year coach, Coach Kemp, said at halftime to get his troops going. Without the starter, Harry Kelly, who has not returned from the, he has returned from the locker room, but seems not to be returning tonight.
Yeah.
Eastern ball to start.
Eastern now moving left to right on your TV screen in their blue and gold jerseys. York Suburban in their all
right
white.
To his hot man.
A Division II matchup here in YIAA.
Oh, what a spin. And the put in.
And the put in.
That kid can play. He can play.
16 points for Austin Bosman.
Know.
Never too early, Jared, to talk about player of the game. And there's Alon Gorham.
Straight to the rim.
With the put in. Eastern with a 3-point lead, 28-25, with just over 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter from York Suburban High School.
Look at Aiden Hewley playing that perimeter defense on Myers. Myers hasn't been able to get it going. He's their leading scorer. Never mind, he's getting to the line.
That was
this has
Micah
to make
Myers.
a close game. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's going to be a close game. You can just feel it in the air tonight. Something in the air tonight.
Matchups where it comes down to the last second shot. How about it?
Something in the air tonight. I remember a couple years back, the legend, C.J. Boxley, hit a game winner from about one step beyond half court to beat Eastern. I was in attendance that night. Shout out to C.J. Boxley if he's watching this. York Suburban legend.
And right now, Micah Myers at the free throw line. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Gives Micah his first points in tonight's contest, and a 5-point lead for Eastern York, 30-25. Cam Brewer with the ball, dishes it out.
Oh, they're getting it into the big fella.
To Ryan Butler. I think York Suburban would like that matchup in the paint there with Aiden Hewley, and a steal. Eastern York
turnover.
With the ball. Oh, and swatted away by Aiden Hewley, saying, not in my house, Jared.
Not in my house,
wow.
He said. That's his third or fourth big block.
Big-time block.
Big blocks and big rebounds tonight.
And I'm sure his coaches from Shepherd University that are here in attendance are enjoying what they're seeing so far.
They're not enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'll tell you what, Todd. We are loving it.
Fans at home.
5-point game.
Yeah, 5-point lead. Some fans at home may be wondering, where's Shepherd University? They're located in the state of West Virginia. Out, it looks like, on Alon Gorham's right foot there. Eastern York will retain possession with 6:43 to go.
I mean, Eastern has so many different plays.
They certainly do not look like a 1-6 team here tonight, do they? I mean, I would not have known that coming into tonight's broadcast. Playing with a lot of energy and a lot of focus tonight, the Golden Knights. Eastern York moving the ball, working the ball around, and a 3-point shot.
Oh, comes crashing in, number 4. Great hustle.
Short. York Suburban kicks the ball out. There's Alon Gorham. Jaden Hewley with a shot.
Signature shot by Hewley, just off. Oh! Veteran play by Camden Brewer to get the offensive foul. Veteran. See, that's the stuff that doesn't show up on the box score. That's the difference of Cam Brewer right there.
And he is a junior. Want to remind our fans at home. And it out of bounds. Eastern York's possession. Alon Gorham couldn't hold on to that ball there, Jared. And you wonder sometimes with his wrist injury if that plays it into this at all. But we're back to action here.
See, that's what I talk about winning plays. You make a great play there, and then you have a turnover right back. It's hard to consistently win close games like that. Suburban definitely has to shore that up if they want to make a district or state run this year. And you see Coach Sykes yelling at Tristan Sawmiller to shoot the ball. That's good coaching right there. I can't say enough about this coach. I'm so impressed right now.
Well, we've heard him from our broadcast booth. Very animate, very vocal, and always instructing his team here, Jared.
That's a kind of lamentation that you don't usually hear from a coach.
Wide open there. And those are the type of points that need to be scored there. I mean, Eastern still holding on to a 5-point lead right now, 30-25. Cam with the ball.
They called a carry. That is.
You don't see that play called too often.
You don't see that called too often. I thought that was a nice little hesitation move by Mr. Brewer. That's tough, as they said.
Eastern's possession now. Micah Myers in the game. And a turnover.
Another turnover caused by Camden Brewer. I can't keep saying this enough. He's making a difference outside of the box score tonight, yet again.
Cam bringing the ball up court for York Suburban. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
A quick set into the post.
There's Alon Gorham.
A little pull up short. Fundamental play, another ball fake into the pull-up jump shot from Easter.
Micah Myers.
The leading scorer who has been quiet tonight.
Yeah, 4 points for Micah right now.
What a move by Aiden. Quick little drop spin. And again, I'm going to say this again. They need to get the ball into Mr. Hewley. They cannot guard him down there, I'm sorry. Size mismatch.
Yeah,
finesse.
Suburban's going to like that matchup
There's a reason
all
why
night.
He's a 1,000-point scorer, definitely. And he's knocking his free throws in.
7 points right now for Aiden Hewley. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. A 5-point lead right now by Eastern York. They haven't relinquished their lead at all.
The on-ball pressure. Let's go.
By Ryan Butler. Alon Gorham with the ball now for York Suburban. And the put in.
Good take by Alon Gorham with the co-op. Good defense by number 1. I love to see that.
Ryan Butler, a junior for York Suburban.
And you know what? This is all. I was at the game at Garden Spot last night. It was his first varsity start for the young fella. He had a little bit of a tough game confidence-wise. I love to see him come back out here the very next day, pressuring the ball, making a scrappy steal and an assist. Winning plays. Yet again, Todd.
Alon Gorham with 10 points tonight for York Suburban.
Unsung hero. Taking that leap scoring-wise this year. Love to see the hard work that he's put in pay off.
And Eastern York right now with the lead, 32-29 with 4:10 to go. A timeout's been called.
Here we go, 3-point game. It's going to be important for Suburban to make more winning plays here, string together some defensive stops, see if they can turn the momentum around in this game for good. Someone else for Eastern York besides number 24, Austin Bosman, is going to have to step up in order for them to win this game.
And there's Austin Bosman with the ball. They give to Carson Lebgott, who has the ball right now. Swings it back to number 24, Austin Bosman.
Kick it out. Oh, his side of the glass.
And Alon Gorham. on the fast break.
Oh, we missed a leg.
Misses, but there's Aiden Hewley with a rebound.
Clean up on aisle 4. Short again.
And puts it in.
Great effort.
That's 10 points for Aiden Hewley as well tonight. And it's a 1-point lead right now for Eastern York. And this crowd is loud here tonight, Jared. .331 to go here. Austin Bosman looks as if he's going to throw it in for Eastern York. The give to Jack Weaver. The kick out.
Short.
And a rebound there by Anthony Crawford.
Great rebound by Anthony Crawford. It's getting loud in here yet again. 1-point game. 3:21 left in the third quarter. Comes down to winning plays. Winning plays.
Well, you
Unsung
mentioned
heroes stepping up.
And you mentioned it earlier, this may come down to the final second. Well, we're right here with 3:20 to go and counting. Cam Brewer bringing the ball up court. York Suburban looking for their first lead in tonight's game. Can they get it on this play?
Eastern running this trapping defense. Good pass in by Gorham
And
and one.
put in.
And one.
And one.
Great pass in by Gorham. Great offensive possession for York Suburban. First time they really moved the ball from side to side, back and forth. And, Eastern went to that trapping defense, and they were able to take advantage.
And their first lead in tonight's game, Jared, 33-32 right now. York Suburban's up, and it's going to send Aiden Hewley to the free throw line.
Missed the free throw. Good. Here goes
Cam's
Camden
there,
Brewer again,
hustling.
making winning plays. Let's see if they can capitalize on the extra possession. Yep, go right back inside. Double team coming. Pull up by Gorham. Oh, what hustle by. Oh, it's intense in here. Great hustle by Camden Brewer.
It's getting rather physical on the court here between Eastern York and a timeout called by Eastern York.
What hustle
Coach
by
Seitz.
Camden Brewer there.
With 2:22 to go, York Suburban 33, Eastern York 32. Fans at home, don't go anywhere. Buckle up. It's going to be a great game here. It has been a great game. It's going to be a great finish. You can sense this building here, Jared, between the two teams.
Yeah, and we might not be seeing as much action in the YouTube chat and stuff like that, but this is a great game.
Well, and I think it shows the depth that we broadcast various teams. It's just not all about Division I. It's a Division II game tonight, and it's York Suburban who sits atop the division in first place with a 7-2 record. They like to pick up their 8th win tonight.
Yep. Every game crucial for making it to districts, and I think the other thing about Suburban is they're going to get every team's best shot, being that they're the leader of their division. So you're definitely seeing a great shot from Eastern York. But as I said, some keys for you guys at home to watch for. Some other people stepping up for Eastern York besides number 24, Austin Bosman. Leading scorer Micah Myers has been kind of quiet tonight.
Yeah, Micah only has 4 points. Austin Bosman, you mentioned his name, Jared, 16 points. Leads all scorers in tonight's game. For York Suburban, Aiden Hewley, 12 points. Alon Gorham, 10 points. 9 points for Cam Brewer tonight.
Big three.
And we're back to action here.
Elevator form out of the after timeout set. Great defense.
And a steal by Alon Gorham, a 2-on-1 situation. And the easy put in for Alon Gorham.
Stealing the
12
layup by
points for Alon.
Oh, Camden Brewer with the trap. They're flying all around the court. I love it, Suburban.
A 3-point lead for York Suburban.
Coach Kemp is clapping on the sideline. His energy is passing on to his team. Oh, they call a hand check foul by number 1. Coach Kemp's energy is radiating onto his team right now.
And the fans in attendance as well.
They say a good team is a reflection of a good coach. Like what I'm seeing thus far from the first-year coach, Coach Kemp. Salute to him.
Jack Weaver looking to inbound the ball here for Eastern York. Matched up here with Ryan Butler on the sidelines. Not too far from our broadcast booth here.
Literally.
He can literally reach out and touch the players here tonight.
Oh, left-hand floater. Good board. Outlet. Brewer to the rack. Brewer to the rack.
And puts it in
Spin
for
move
Cam
footer.
Brewer.
Good take, boy. Like I said, he decided he was going to wake up and be a slasher tonight.
11 points. A 5-point lead right now for the Trojans. 37-32 over the night of Eastern York with 1:25 to go in the third quarter.
Gorham again in the passing lane.
A lot of hustle. You're seeing this
Using
out of
that 6'6" wingspan. Let's see if Suburban can finish this push that they just made strong. But of note, Suburban's picking up a lot of ticky-tack fouls right now. Got 5 fouls already by the end of the third quarter. That's not a good sign. You don't want to put Eastern at the line where they shoot a relatively high percentage. Oh, what a... Oh!
And a 3-point shot in and out of the bucket by number 14, Tristan Sawmiller. Give York Suburban the ball. And certainly the momentum on the side of the Trojans right now, Jared.
Trap coming. Good turnover. Good take by Sawmiller right there. That was a good move.
That was
Great
Tristan
move
Sawmiller.
right there by Sawmiller. Saw the big fella coming, knew he had 4 blocks on the night.
He saw
Used
the
his body
bucket
to cut
too.
him
Gives
off.
him 7 points tonight. Cuts into York Suburban's lead, 37-34, the Trojans. Cam Brewer with the ball. And York Suburban may be content here to hold the ball. Final drive and a
another
steal.
The trap defense, Coach Seitz. Oh, another big block by Aiden Hewley.
Aiden Hewley really trying to put this.
And he yells, the king of the jungle.
Wow.
Making his claim.
No doubt about it. He's taking his team on his shoulders. How about it?
4, 5 big blocks. Pinned off the glass. Rim protector. Big fella. Here goes Eastern York mixing up pressures.
Cam Brewer.
Winning play right there. And as I said, the question was, could York Suburban cement their lead at the end of this third quarter, but Eastern is not going for it. Some great coaching adjustments by Coach Seitz to go to the trap, cause 2 consecutive turnovers. Now you see the momentum swing back in the Eastern York Knights' favor.
Yeah, Eastern. And Eastern looking for the final shot.
Good block
and
by Joey.
blocked, and it ends the third quarter on that note, Jared. York Suburban 37, Eastern York 34. The final 8 minutes are seconds away here from York Suburban High School gym. And it's never too really early to start talking about player of the game. It'll be interesting to see maybe some interaction with our fans through our YouTube page, who they feel may be the player of the game tonight. A lot of names to be thrown around here. How about it from both sides?
No, for sure. For sure. I think, the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter are really going to determine who wins this game. As I said, it comes down to winning plays, and it's going to come down to, layups, free throws, and turnovers. I feel like that's the big 3 to look for down the stretch. So who can make their free throws, who can go the longest without turning the ball over, and who converts on the easy ones.
Yeah, just some point breakdown for York Suburban. Alon Gorham with 12 points. Also, Aiden Hewley has 12 points. 11 points for Cam Brewer for the York Suburban Trojans. Looking over to the Eastern York Golden Knights, well, Austin Bosman has 16 points. And Tristan Sawmiller has 7 points. Micah Myers has 4 points, and Logan Dotson has 3 points, and Jack Weaver has 2 points. And there's your point totals right now for both teams, the leading scorers, and some names to banty around in terms of who may be the player of the game post-game here. And
I tell you what, my nominee is Mr. Camden Brewer, who may not be leading in point totals, but is flying all around the court, rebounding, taking charges, picking up the best player, picking up the point guards.
seen that hustle when he was a sophomore last year for this York Suburban team, and it's carried on here to his junior year. And a turnover.
Defense causing turnovers for Eastern York.
And Aiden Hewley there in the paint, all 6'6".
Sixth block.
And a 3-point lead right now for York Suburban. It's going to send Austin Bosman to the free throw line, and he makes it, adding to his point total right now. It's 18 points, leads all scorers tonight.
Young fella is a bucket,
and
as they say.
Cuts the lead down to 1 point. York Suburban
Definitely
37, Eastern York 36.
Yep, and they're going to get it. Going for the three.
Going for three, in and out of the bucket.
Sean Miller in transition. Oh. Sean Miller has had a couple of looks go in and out that Eastern would love to have had back. Definitely a good shooter. Here comes the double team. Okay, good take. Okay, good take.
Ooh, man.
Okay, good take. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You love this matchup,
I
huh?
love this.
I think you're about ready to get out there and play yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Trust me on that. More news on that side. Trust me.
It's going to send Joey Engler to the free throw line for York Suburban. Joey looking for his first points tonight and gets his first point.
And that's
much to the delight of the York Suburban faithful here.
That's what winning is about. Unsung heroes stepping up. I think this is his first major minutes all year, and he is delivering.
In and out of the bucket.
Before the half. Oh, he traveled. Indeed, he traveled.
And a 2-point lead right now for York Suburban, 38-36 with 6:57 to go. It's your final quarter here at York Suburban Gym. And what a matchup we've had tonight between York Suburban and Eastern York. And we thank the fans for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you this Friday night. And Lon Gorham.
Oh, good take. Good take, good take. Turnover.
And a turnover, it'll be York Suburban's ball.
Cam Brewer
bringing the ball up court for York Suburban.
Brewer gets it back. Rejects the screen. Okay, drive. Oh, good take. Oh!
That was Joey Engler with a shot there.
I can't be mad at that.
Senior for York Suburban.
Right to the rack, hopping in. I love it.
Not shy about going to the net, is he?
Not shy about going to the net. And that's how you got to be.
And you can hear the impact of that fall, Jared. Alon Gorham up on his feet, though.
And that ties the game up.
A tie game right now, 38-38. It's going to send Micah Myers to the free throw line. The 6'3" junior has 4 points.
Oh.
A turnover by Eastern York.
Much to the exasperation of Coach Seitz.
Cam bringing the ball up court now for York Suburban.
Both coaches super animated tonight. Their energy is going right down to their team. Here comes the trap. Got to get that ball to the middle. Corner, good kick out.
And a three made by Anthony Crawford and his first points tonight. And what a three.
Close my eyes and I think it's a playoff environment. Friday night basketball in February, you gotta love it.
Getting pretty physical out there today. How about it, Jared?
Bodies on the floor.
And we can hear the impact from our broadcast booth.
Players stepping up. This is basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Quick timeout.
A timeout called. And York Suburban with a 3-point lead, 41-38 over Eastern York. And this has been everything I think we felt it was going to be coming into tonight's broadcast.
Most definitely. Two well-coached teams. But you know what? Here's where York Suburban's veteran leadership needs to step up. As you mentioned in the pregame, Todd, a team that made a run in districts last year with a lot of their core returning, minus the floor general, Savon Sutton, who at this time I feel like is most missed by Suburban because of his general poise and ability to control the game. The son of Sam Sutton, the basketball whisperer, as they like to say. So. With Savon's absence, it's going to be on the guards for York Suburban to get the ball into the big fella and let him control the game and take it home for him. For Eastern, the young fella, Austin Bosman.
Austin Bosman, who is a sophomore, 6'4" sophomore. So he's going to be around for a while.
This is where you earn your stripes as a young fella in this county, coming into this environment and, dropping a 20 ball on him, but then also closing the game out. So let's see what he can do here.
And we're back to action here under 5 minutes to go. Coach Seitz, rather vocal, as is Coach Kemp for York Suburban.
Cam Brewer picking up another foul. Shout out to my boy Torrey Thomas that just hopped in the live stream. He was a standout here at York Suburban a few years back and then standout at York Catholic. 12 points in the state tournament. Shout out to my boy. Yes, he is.
York Suburban swinging the ball around here. Have a 3-point lead, looking to add to their point total right now.
He's got to take that to the window. They get it to the big fella.
In the paint. Comes up short there for Aiden Hugh and Brewer.
And who is it? It's a Brewer.
A lot of hustle, a lot of grit. And they called a travel, yes.
I don't know about that one, guys.
It's Eastern York's possession. It's Jack Weaver bringing the ball up. Kicks it out to Easton Smith.
Can't get caught reaching. Great defense by the big fella. Just keeping his hands up. Can they answer back? 4 minutes left. Yep, they get it into the big fella. Smart. And one. Ooh. Couple misses in and out for Suburban in this half. They get it right into the big fella. Heads up play by Alon Gorham there. Could have shot that one. It was within rhythm. Definitely, looked like he was about to shoot it, but made the smart play and got it into the big fella who they cannot guard, simply put.
It's going to send Aiden Hughley to the free throw line. He has 12 points, looking to add to his point total tonight. Looks like Evan Rischel checking in for Eastern York. Two shots here for Aiden Hughley from the charity line. And he makes his first of 2 shots here with 3:53 to go. York Suburban 42, Eastern York 38. $14 points for Aiden Hughley. Leads all York Suburban scorers.
Oh, what a finish.
And the put in.
What a finish. Eastern York, man, top to bottom, well coached.
That was first points for Evan Rischel tonight.
Yeah, first points and a great drive to the rim.
Holds Eastern York within 3, 43-40.
Trap coming. Dime. Oh, what a pass.
And why,
oh,
those are the shots that need to be made there.
That's
Came
a
up
great
short.
pass by Cam Brewer. Great pass.
Anthony
Great pass.
Crawford.
Great pass. That's the right pass. That's a great pass. Dime. And if Eastern is going to continue to send two at the ball handler like that and leave one person open, I mean, the one person who's open has to put that ball in the basket.
Yeah, you have to.
Right now, it's been paying off for them, and they've been generating turnovers for that. But that's a dangerous game to play for sure.
It's going to send Micah Myers to the free throw line and makes it.
And as I mentioned in the third quarter, the fact that that York Suburban was picking up those ticky-tack fouls is now coming back to hurt them. They have 9 team fouls, which means that Eastern's going to be in the double bonus with the next foul. Crucial.
Out to Aiden Hewley, 6'6", Shepherd University commit. Alon Gorham with the ball.
Right passing. Good pass, avoids the charge. Space it out.
Gorham to the net,
Wow.
comes up short.
No call.
Eastern York with the ball.
Shooter. Oh, just
Rebound by Eastern York.
And he goes to the rim again with the left. Good tap. Good
and
tap.
a put in there
Good tap. Good
by
tap.
number
Good
10,
tap.
Anthony Crawford. Gives
Gorham.
Anthony Crawford 5 points tonight. Driving to the net there, Micah Myers.
Yeah, absolutely.
A 4-point lead right now for York Suburban, Jared.
Here we go. It's coming down the stretch.
And makes it.
3-point game. Here comes the full court pressure from Eastern. Watch the trap on the ball. Here comes the trap. Floater.
Timeout called by Coach.
Yeah, and
Kemp
I'd
for
be
York
curious
Suburban.
to see if what Coach Kemp draws up here, given that they're sending people at the ball handler like that. You know, maybe get something to get to the middle to the big fella. Let him get in his sweet spot around that foul line extended area, make one move and go, and get it to a cutter for an easy layup. But, as I said before, layups, free throws, and turnovers. It's going to come down to the free throw line here. Eastern, double bonus. Suburban approaching a 1-and-1. And then, you know, can Suburban make those layups and not turn the ball over when Eastern is sending that trap at them? That is the question.
It remains to be seen here, Jared, with 1:59 to go here and a 3-point lead by York Suburban, 45-42. We'll see what both teams have dialed up here in the final 2 minutes.
You know Coach Sykes got something dialed up for sure. Coming of age game here for Austin Bosman, you know, sophomore, getting that opportunity to really step up and make a name for himself in this county. That's going to be a name that you hear for games and
next
years
couple
to come.
years
For sure.
For Eastern York, no doubt.
I'd love to see if he can deliver in the clutch tonight against a really good York Suburban team.
Yeah, certainly a presence out there at 6'4" as well. He is on the bench right now for Eastern York.
Make sure you put your nominations for Player of the Game in the YouTube live chat as well. Please don't forget to do that.
Lon Gorham with the ball. Inbound pass to Cam Brewer.
Cam Brewer, floater. But the big fella is there to clean it up. Clean up on aisle 4, baby. Clean up on
free
aisle
throw
4.
line.
The big fella is there to clean it up.
And it's 14 points right now. Aiden Hewley for York Suburban.
Thought Brewer made a nice decision there. Saw the trap coming from the right, drove left. Came up a little bit short on the floater, but that's the kind of decision you like to see. Ah, 0 for 2 at the line. That's tough.
York Suburban still with a 3-point lead here. Eastern York's possession.
I got some.
And a 3-point shot put up by
short, big board.
that was Tristan Sawmiller. One out to Aiden Hewley in the paint. Shot comes up short.
The layup. Oh, need the layup. Need the layup.
Especially that close.
Need that layup. As I said, 3-point game down the stretch. 45 seconds.
Eastern York with the possession.
Floater. Oh.
Floater comes up short. York Suburban ball here.
Lost a 10-second call. Got to get it over. Oh, foul. He's to the line. Cam Brewer in the clutch. He's to the line. He's to the line.
He's going to send Cam Brewer to the free throw line for York Suburban. 11 points for the junior for York Suburban.
Ah, leaves it. Layups, free throws, and turnovers. Layups, free throws, and turnovers. My bad. Mispronounced that, but you know the big 3. Layups, free throws, turnovers. Suburban missed a layup. Missed a couple, left points on the board with the free throws, and they're still giving the Eastern York Knights a chance.
Still win this, yeah. They're
to win this game
with 27.4 seconds to go.
And as I said, close game down the stretch. You could feel it in the air tonight. Got the cheerleaders.
He's got the cheerleaders. Yeah, a limited crowd, but at times rather vocal tonight.
Absolutely,
Jordan. It's. Broadcast partner Duke Jones saying the last championship here by York Suburban was the 2012-2013 season. He was on Coach Kemp was on the 2009 team for York Suburban, and a 1,000-point scorer, by the way, for York Suburban. Right.
Yep, brother and sister head coaching duo.
The Kemp family.
Suburban, the Kemp family. Down the stretch. This is what you live for as a basketball player. This is the moment that you want to step up in. This is where the hours and hours and hours of hard work and dedication pay off. So let's see who rises to the occasion. No foul. Brewer. Look at Brewer. Look at Brewer. What a set.
And a 3 made. Big time 3 by Jack Weaver. I can't believe it, Jordan.
What a set. What a set. Big set drawn up by Coach Seitz. As I said.
And that ties the game with 13.7 seconds to go.
Suburban leaves points on the board, turning the ball over, missing free throws. You get a knockdown 3 ball. Now, let's see what Coach Kemp can draw up.
45-45.
If I'm Coach Kemp, 14 seconds left. I'm not really going to play stall ball. I'm going to go 1-4 low. I'm going to make them send that trap at me. I'm going to get the ball right to the big fella, and he's going to put it in and win me this game. If it's not him, then it's Gorham or it's
Gorham
Brewer.
or Brewer, yeah.
But it has to be one of the big three. I think, to be honest, that you go with Aiden Hughley tonight. Yeah. But you also want to be careful because Eastern is adept at drawing charges. So Suburban has to be careful going downhill because I can definitely foresee a situation in which a Suburban player gets a full head of steam downhill and then Eastern steps up and takes that charge to win. They are a well-coached bunch.
What a game to come in
What
here,
a game.
Jared. You know,
What a
first game broadcast here, and it'll be hard to top this one. Here we are. We're back to action here. York Suburban's possession. Lon Gorham. We're down to 5 seconds here to go at York Suburban Gym. Lon Gorham goes to the net. And the put in by Alon Gorham. And what a way to end the game.
Alon Gorham.
A game-winning shot by Alon Gorham.
I told you before
wow,
the game
what a game,
started.
47-45, York Suburban.
I definitely told you the hard work pays off. The hard work is undefeated yet again.
And that gets the York Suburban faithful on their feet. And what a way to end the game. York Suburban 47, Eastern York 45. Jordan, your thoughts on this matchup?
What can I say? Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, and that is what you saw Alon Gorham do today. I can personally vouch for the 6 a.m. workouts that he puts in and day out, and you love to see it step up. They wanted to get the ball to Camden Brewer. They were double-teaming him. He clears Camden Brewer out. They wanted to get the ball to Aiden Hughley. They were triple-teaming him. He said, you know what, I'm going to go and make a play, and sometimes that's what it takes.
You mentioned one of the big three for York Suburban. Well, it was Alon Gorham, 14 points, finishes with 14 points. Also, Aiden Hughley had 14 points. Let's not forget Cam Brewer. He had 11 points tonight. A great total team effort. Alon Gorham, even with that taped wrist,
with a bad wrist,
still looked impressive out there. And what a game-winning shot!
And that's, as Bill Rafferty says, onions.
There you have it. What a game. And as fans are going to start filing out here, we're going to try to get an interview with the player of the game post-game. And as we collect our breath here, Jared.
We definitely should. I definitely stood up, and I just love to see that, man. Hard work, undefeated, yet again. Hope you guys are watching at home understand that.
Oh. Yeah,
there's no secret to success, only hard work.
Hard work, and it paid off tonight, and what an effort by York Suburban. And with that, let's thank our sponsors. Thank our fans for tuning in, but our sponsors tonight, Basil Insurance. Looking for home, auto, or life insurance? Check out Basil Insurance. They're your one-stop shop for all your home insurance needs, located at 2210 West Market Street, right here in York, Pennsylvania. You can contact them at 717-792-6200. Also, Integrity First Home Buyers, located at 2500 Kingston Road. Are you looking to sell, buy, or rent? Contact Integrity First Home Buyers, Southern Pennsylvania's leader in all your real estate needs. And also, are you looking for an automobile this year? Check out Prestige Motor Cars of York. They're located at 1899 Susquehanna Trail right here in York, Pennsylvania. The best cars for $10,000 or less. Contact Jesse Ferber at 717-781-6750 if you're looking for a new car in, well, a new year, 2021, and maybe along with a new home, with Integrity First Home Buyers and Eric Brewer. And what a game. It's still trying to catch my breath on this. It was a great run, a great time to certainly be your first game to broadcast. And Jared,
thank you guys for having me. Hope I didn't botch it too bad for you guys at home.
No, it was. I think it adds to the excitement, no doubt about
Definitely
it.
Great.
It was,
you know what's crazy is that I was actually at the JCC getting shots up with Aiden Hughley and Alon Gorham before the game, and told them that I was going to be commenting on the game today, and they said they were going to have something special for me. I didn't quite think it would be this.
But
you know, I will definitely take it.
We will take this. Well worth the price of admission tonight, and we hope our viewers at home who have tuned in have enjoyed it as much as we have. York Suburban will move to 8-2. They sit atop the Division II YIAA with the top record, winning tonight, of course, 47-45 over Eastern York, and what a game. And we're hoping to have the player of the game. And with some consultation from the broadcast booth, guys, any ideas in terms of the player of the game tonight? Is there any question, really?
Well, I think that got it.
Yeah.
Definitely got to give it to a line. Definitely got to give it to a line. Any of the top 3 guys could have, Camden Brewer, Aiden Hughley, and especially Alon Gorham.
And shout out to on the other side, Austin Bosman.
Yeah, play
Played
really
a
tough.
sensational game, young fella, 10th grader. You could see the frustration on his face. I think he was not on the court at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But,
18 points. He had 18 points, led all scorers in tonight's contest.
That's what it is. That's what it takes to get to the next level. And he's going to learn from this experience. And, next time he finds himself in this situation, he's going to know what to do. So, just part of the learning curve for the young fella, but definitely a bright future ahead for that young man.
No doubt about it. And of course, Aiden Hughley's coach from Shepherd University, Justin Namalik, is here, along with one of his assistant coaches, checking out his prized recruit. And he didn't disappoint tonight. He came in here with 14 points, Aiden Hughley, adding to his 5 big blocks, and at moments saying
tons of rebounds.
Tons of rebounds, and not in my house tonight. But it was a great effort by Aiden Hughley, who recently scored his 1,000th point just about a week ago, adding to his point total tonight. And, it's here we are. Our next broadcast, there were some questions in terms of when our next broadcast, the schedule seems to be so fluid with whether it's COVID-19 or this winter weather that we've been hit with here recently in the greater York, Pennsylvania area. But we will be back next week with our next broadcast.
Alon Gorham called game. Called game. Onions.
Central versus New Oxford.
You want to remind our fans, we'll be back next week, February 9th, with the Central York Panthers and the New Oxford Colonials. That'll be our next broadcast. Again, want to remind our fans, next broadcast will take place next week, featuring the Central York Panthers and the New Oxford Colonials. Mark your calendars for our next broadcast.
You don't want to miss it. You might see a game like this again. With Cade Visuals in the building.
Cade Visuals is here. Dude Jones is here. And if you haven't checked out Cade Visuals on social media, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. He's quite talented. He puts together, and he was here racing around tonight. I'm sure he'll put together another great video montage of this classic tonight that we've seen here at York Suburban Gym. The one nice thing about this gym that I really enjoyed, Jared, you're so close to the action here. There's not a bad seat in the house, and well lit, and it can get loud. Oh, it can get loud.
Yeah, palpable energy in the gym.
It's a lot of energy.
With no student section.
No student section, and it was a great turnout tonight, and a great team win by York Suburban. Again, 47-45 over the Eastern York Golden Knights. And my broadcast partner, Dude Jones, maybe we want to make our way down to center court here.
Absolutely.
And do we want to talk to anyone else in attendance tonight here, I mean, I know you've been frantically running around here.
Well, maybe when we get Aiden to come down, we can get supposed to come down and say a couple words.
Sounds good. Yeah, maybe we can get him to come down. Dude, come on out here, join us. I mean, from mid-court here, as the fans have started to file out tonight. Again, a big win by York Suburban on this hardwood court here, Jared. And we're awaiting the players of the game to come out here tonight. Any other final thoughts or comments here as we wind down?
The final plays and the final moments of the game.
That final 15 seconds. Yeah, take the viewers through that a little bit as Alon Gorham.
It was masterful. First of all, let's talk about the masterful play drawn up by Coach Seitz to get the three-point look to number 10. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but masterful after timeout set drawn up. Execute perfectly. Coach Kemp has a decision to make. He's a first-year coach. He comes out. He obviously draws up a play to get the ball to Camden and then probably get the ball into Aiden, as we had talked about before during the timeout. They cut off Camden. Alon Gorham steps up and gets the ball. That senior, he was a district champion as a freshman at York Country Day School. So he had played in big games before.
He's been there, yep.
He stepped up. He saw his teammate was double-teamed. He still tried to get the ball to Camden. Camden was still being double-teamed. He cleared him out vocally. Told him to go.
Yeah.
Camden trusted his teammate, gets out of the way. Aiden steps up. First they look for a post entry to Aiden. Eastern York cuts that off. And then Aiden steps up to set a screen. Alon promptly rejects the screen, takes it all the way to the cup using his 6'3" size length to finish at the rim. As I mentioned, it was interesting because Eastern York had set up for that charge, but Alon used the Euro step move to get around the charge, elevate and finish for the win.
Put it in, and we got a bit excited on that final play,
definitely got
rightly
excited.
so. And I hope the viewers at home
For sure.
that are watching
and
in
when
the
you see
comfort
the
of
K visuals, make sure you see that smooth footwork by 6'3" guard Alon Gorham for the win. He called game. Great game.
Great game and a great opportunity to broadcast tonight as we bring the game to you this Friday night. And one reminder, fans that are tuned in again, next week we'll be back February 9th, Central York as they play host to the New Oxford Colonials.
And you know what? That's probably going to be another good game. As I mentioned and have continued to mention throughout this broadcast, the parity of YAIAA basketball is at an all-time high right now. A lot of these kids had the whole quarantine to work on their game. They're in the garage dribbling the basketball. I know, for example, Alon Gorham has a court at his house. He's getting shots up on his childhood rim. This is, kids were doing whatever it takes, playing outside again.
Yeah.
That's somewhat of an epidemic in today's game. Kids not playing basketball outside anymore, but you're seeing it at an all-time high because of the corona. So.
And I think that's the key, Jared. You mentioned it. With basketball, it's one of those games where you have to take your shots, whether it's 100, 500 shots a day, to get good and to be at the level that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
To come out here and play on a consistent level.
Absolutely, and at least to play confidently. And another thing that I would love to remark on right now while I'm with you, Todd, is just the way that the role players stepped up for both teams. You saw Eastern York have a number of guys get into the scores column with aggressive drives to the rim, confident shots. You saw York Suburban have a couple of unheralded guys step up, make key winning plays. And that's what it's all about, From top to bottom, these were two team efforts from both sides. And it's just really encouraging to see.
No doubt about it here at York Suburban Gym. Again, fans that are tuned into our post-game show, we're awaiting the players to make their way out here at midcourt. Which should be here just hopefully seconds away. As a matter of fact, we're getting some of the players to come out here, and it's going to be a great time, great opportunity.
The big three in the building.
Yeah, the big three in the building.
And really, the three Musketeers in the building.
Yeah.
And they're going to just share a quick word with the opposing coach, Coach Seitz, who runs the York Ballers organization. Aiden and Alon play on that York Ballers team. Great coach. Great coach. Shout out to Coach Seitz. Class act.
It is, yeah. And we're going to be joined by Coach Butler. Guys, gentlemen, come on over here. We're live on Sports Shooting Stars. Congratulations, guys. How you doing? How's the wrist, first of all, Alon?
A lot of pain, but
a lot of pain.
Made it happen.
Hey, take the viewers through that final sequence of plays there.
I mean, the play was originally supposed to go to Camden, but they double-teamed him, so I had to take the ball. And then I drove down. Aiden was supposed to set the screen for me. He was a little late. So I came up, I just crossed over, went to the basket, Euro step, and floater. That's what I prepared for.
You prepared for it, and you put it in, and you made us kind of get excited in the broadcast booth. How about it, Jared?
I almost fell down the stairs. I was so happy.
Hey, you're standing next to some other guys. I mean, let's get into this a little bit. Aiden Hewley, another big game for you tonight. Your thoughts on tonight's game. And your coach is here from
I think
Shepherd University.
I think it was on the back and forth. Definitely, once we kind of took the lead, I think we got more confidence going forward. I think we took it out. I mean, we missed a few free throws, but I think we, Alon put it together at the end, so we really came out on top.
Camden, this is your third year starting on varsity. Talk about kind of the lumps that you took your first 2 years on varsity to kind of get you to be composed when you see the game kind of not go your way and step up and do other things besides just scoring or the more conventional ways to will your team to win.
So my first 2 years, I was kind of bringing the ball up before not doing a lot of scoring, but then there's certain games where I wanted to know my role. Today, more of my role was to take care of the ball at the end of the game, make sure I was playing good defense. I was supposed to shut down number 24. He ended up fouling out, so he only had 2 points in the second half. Yep. So I took my role of shutting him down and just taking care of the ball in the second half.
Sure. Coach, your first year, at the helm, just walk me through kind of, the years that you spent maybe as an assistant. Obviously, as a 1,000-point scorer, you've been in these shoes of the players before. Just kind of walk me through what you're talking to them about at the end of the game huddle.
Oh, man. The one word I use for them is, I'm proud. I'm a proud coach because we've been through a lot of adversity this year. I've still not had a full team yet, 9 games in, but what they're going through, and they're putting in the work, and they're sticking together, and they're starting to play for each other, which is something I haven't seen in the past couple of years. And like Cam said, whatever role they got to fill in each game, they're stepping up to that challenge. And the one word I used and all our coaches used was just proud of them.
You should be proud of them. You moved to 8-2 right now, atop the Division II, and we got some awards to give out here. How about it? Dude Jones, my broadcast partner, is here. Alon Gorham with 14 points. Aiden Hughley, 14 points. Cam Brewer, 11 points tonight. These are the big three for this Trojan. Game-winning shot goes to Alon Gorham. Sore wrist and all, and gutted it out with a big win. And there, anything you'd like to say to the television audience at home, guys?
Thanks for tuning in.
There you go, courtesy of Cam Brewer. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, with few words, but a big night tonight and a big win by York Suburban. Congratulations, guys. Continued success.
And we'll be back. We got about 2 more games here, so we'll be back to you guys.
Let's do it, gentlemen. Have yourself a great night. Rest up. Heal up. Good job, Cam. Good job, Aiden. Yep, good job, Coach. Yes. Thank you. And thank you, fans, for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars. It's Dude Jones. Belinda Morales is behind the camera today doing an outstanding job. Cade Visuals is here as well. And Jared Young, an outstanding job tonight here. His broadcast debut, and what a night here tonight at York Suburban. And, wow, yeah, it's what a way to conclude tonight's. We'll be back next week with a big game with New Oxford in Central York. So for Todd Edwards, Dude Jones, Jared Young, thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and have yourself a great weekend with Sports Shooting Stars.
Super Bowl weekend.
Super Bowl weekend. Go Bruce Arians from York, Pennsylvania, York's own.
Tom the GOAT.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving property values, and bettering the community one home at a time.
For a fair cash offer on your home, call Integrity First Home Buyers today.